In this video, we will learn how to check if a linked list contains a loop or not. First of all, what do we mean by a loop in a linked list? A loop in a linked list refers to an endless cycle within the list, such that if we start traversing our list, we will never reach the end of our linked list. As we can see in the given linked list, there is a loop 3, 5, 6 and 7. That is, if we start traversing this linked list, we will never reach the end of our linked list and we will keep on moving between 3, 5, 6 and 7 endlessly. Now let's take an example to understand how we will check if our linked list contains a loop or not. For this purpose, we take two pointers, slow and fast, and we equate them to head to point them to the first node in our linked list. Now we start traversing our linked list by moving our fast pointer by two nodes and moving our slow pointer by one node by writing these statements that fast is equal to the link part of the node pointed by the fast pointer and the slow pointer is equal to the link part of the node pointed by the slow pointer. Thus, our fast pointer moves by two nodes and reaches 3 and our slow pointer moves by one node and reaches 2. Again we move our fast pointer by two nodes and it reaches 5. Then we move our slow pointer by one node and it reaches 3. Then again we move our fast pointer and it reaches 7. Then we move our slow pointer and it reaches 4. Then again we move our fast pointer and it reaches 9. And our slow pointer reaches 5. Now when we increment our fast pointer, it reaches 6. And then when we increment our slow pointer, it also reaches 6. That means both our slow and fast pointer are pointing to the same node, which would not have been possible if there was no loop in the linked list. Thus, when slow is equal to fast, we can say that we have found a loop in our linked list. And if there was no loop in our linked list, we would have eventually reached null and our slow pointer would have never become equal to our fast pointer. Thus we need to traverse the linked list while fast pointer is not equal to null and the link part of the node pointed by fast pointer is not equal to null. And during our traversal, if we ever come across a condition where our slow and fast pointer become equal, we break out of the while loop stating that we have found a loop in our linked list. Now let's implement our find loop function using C++. This is the basic structure of our node and we start our find loop function, which takes the head pointer as argument and returns an integer value, that is 1 if the loop is found and 0 if we don't find any loop. Next we declare our two pointers slow and fast and we equate them to head to point them to the first node in our linked list. Then we start our while loop with the condition that fast pointer is not equal to null and the link part of the fast pointer is not equal to null. That is, if our linked list does not contain any loop, eventually we would reach null. Next we will move our fast pointer by two nodes and our slow pointer by one node. And then we will check the condition if at any point our slow pointer is equal to our fast pointer. That is, we found a loop in the linked list, so we will return 1 from our function. Otherwise, we would reach the end of our linked list and our while loop would terminate and then we can return 0, which would mean that no loop is found and we have reached the end of our linked list. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching.